For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 3 of Season 5 of the Career Mode RTG. In the last couple, you've been giving me your suggestions for potential transfer targets. I've added some of them to the shortlist. At present, we have about £80 million in the transfer budget, and we've sold one of our main centre-backs. So, main centre-back is, number one highest rated centre-back is an area we're looking to improve in, as is in central midfield, because we've sold Benyat and we're looking to replace him in the starting lineup as well. As of yet, we haven't sold Joel Asoro or even had any offers in for Joel Asoro, so there's only 2 striking options I've got on the shortlist at present, and I won't be following up any more striking options until Asoro leaves. So for now, not really going to concentrate on the strikers, but continue to give me your suggestions for potential striking roles, and that way I have names there for when the time comes to look at them. But at present, we're looking at centre-back and central midfield. We have Kurt Zuma on the shortlist, as well as Jonathan Tah, Samuel Umtiti and John Stones. Julian Weigl is here, apparently. Was it he could place? No. Or was it actually, it might have been Kimmich. I'm not sure. Someone mentioned in the comment section that either Weigl or Kimmich could play at centre-back as well. It may have been Kimmich, actually. But Julian Weigl's on the shortlist, as is William Carvalho, now 88 rated. Eric Dyer, for perhaps some homegrown English talent. Fabinho has to be on there, thanks to his fantastic performances for Monaco against Manchester City in the past couple of Champions League games. Casemiro's there as well because he's rock solid. Joshua Kimmich, right, here we are. Can he play at centre-back? He can. He can play and at right-back. Wow. So for an all-round player that can play in a number of different positions, Joshua Kimmich would be very, very good indeed. We also have Jack Wilshere still here for potential homegrown talent. Corentin Tolisso is still here too, 85 rated at 24 years of age. You can't really bring up centre-mid potentials without throwing N'Golo Kante into the mix, so he's on the transfer list, or shortlist, sorry, as well. Marco Verratti is 90 rated right now in this save, valued close to £60 million, so it would cost us probably almost all of our £80 million budget to bring him in, but he's 90 rated, so that would be someone we would contemplate going for. Again, I'm going to get your guys' feedback on all of these potentials as well. Emre Can is in there, valued at £44 million. Renato Sanchez is in there too, valued at 33. He's 84 rated at 21 years of age, whereas players like Tolisso and Kimmich at 85 at 24. So Renato Sanchez perhaps would grow higher. Asensio's in there as well, although he's more of a cam than a holding midfielder. Well, he is a cam more so than a holding midfielder, but potential for him to come in maybe if we end up selling on a couple of other players in the midfield. The board wants us to sign a marquee signing in midfield, so that's why we made the, well, it's part of the decision why we made the choice to sell Benyat and replace Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the starting lineup and drop Ruben onto the bench. But I wanted a world-class central holding midfielder anyway, so that's why we're looking for someone. I've got plenty of bloody options here. I mean, how am I supposed to make a decision out of all of these different people? Initially, I loved the look of Corentin Tolisso, and I still do, but Joshua Kimmich looks extremely good too. Obviously, Renato Sanchez and Verratti are superb. Emre Can looks like he's an outrageous central midfielder right now as well in this save. And then Casemiro would be rock solid with regards to just being an out-and-out central defensive midfielder. Fabinho looks unreal too. Eric Dyer would be that homegrown talent we might want to look for. And William Carvalho is just an absolute man-mountain as well. So, not entirely too sure how I'm supposed to make a decision here. I'm just going to have to throw bids in for everyone and we'll take it from there. With regards to centre-backs, still perhaps open to a couple more suggestions as well. Although obviously players like Kurt Zuma and Samuel Umtiti's actually at Manchester City now, not Barcelona. So we may actually want to try and steal him away from a potential rival. Similarly with Kurt Zuma. And John Stones is at City as well. But obviously Umtiti is better than John Stones. But John Stones is English. So do we want to sign some more homegrown talent? Replace an English centre-back with an English centre-back? I'm not sure. I'm going to go and throw in bids for pretty much everyone here. and get the ball rolling. With regards to striking roles, like I say, going to wait until we've got offers in for Joel Asoro before I start contemplating a striking replacement. At this particular... I'll start that again, shall I? At this particular moment in time, we don't have anyone on the transfer list, although I would consider putting... Actually, I am going to put Michail Antonio on the transfer list, because unfortunately, despite the fact he's 29, so still relatively in the middle of his career, and despite the fact he's still pretty good, his stats started to drop, so I'm going to try and move him on, I think. We've got Zedos as backup. I could potentially bring in another wide midfielder, maybe, but we have Weiser and Zedos and Trippier and Bradley Halliday on the right-hand side. So that's 4 players for those 2 right-hand side slots. And Weiser can play at right-back as well, of course. And if we end up bringing in perhaps Joshua Kimmich, he could play at right-back too. So it's at centre-back that we're looking to improve at present. Davinson Sanchez is still away on international duty, so Harry Darling is in the starting lineup for now. The squad actually is looking a little bit light on the ground, so we will need to start to bring in the numbers sooner rather than later. We've, of course, got our youth scouts out looking currently. Unfortunately, there aren't any regens that are really worth looking into at present, nor is there anyone on the free agents list. So we are going to have to buy players in. But we're going to start with this game against Al Hilal, and hopefully we can get ourselves through to the final, which will be played on the 21st. And then we'll have, fingers crossed, some more transfer stuff to do between now and then. But I'm going to go, like I say, going to go and throw some offers in and get the ball rolling with a number of players. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, especially this series. And hopefully, we might find out at some point today who our main targets are for the centre-back and holding midfield roles. But please do continue to give me your suggestions so that we might even have another couple of names thrown in there that we haven't yet looked at that I can add to the list. But like I say, I'm going to go and get the ball rolling, and then we'll jump into the game against Al Hilal. Soro, Trippier, who's just arrived in central midfield for some reason. Gibbs has got Al Sawrani down the line marking Mbappe, and he's very, very fast, Al Sawrani. But I'll get that around the corner. Oh, it's a lovely run. Finish that. Thank you. That was extremely good movement from Joel Asoro. Although, I mean, he just ran in a straight line, but still, watch him just sprint straight through there. It's a nice little ball from Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Actually, he may not even have been Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I'm not entirely too sure who it was who played the pass, but it's a good finish from Joel Asoro. In the shop window, of course, we are contemplating selling him, so we'll have to wait and see if that goal sparks any interest for potential offers. Paredes, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is there. Paredes has gone again. We'll play him in. We'll go back to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Waiting for runners, waiting for runners. People are arriving. Weiser. Oh, that's really unlucky. Asoro can't win that header. Wow, Mitchell Weiser gave that a hell of a crack on his left foot as well. Not bad from the right-sided player. Decent. Shame it's not 2-0, because that would have been a stunning goal. In there to Paredes, around the corner to Loftus-Cheek. Weiser's made the run, and I'll dink it. That's perfectly played. Mitchell Weiser, 2-0. His first goal in a Cambridge United shirt. Comes in the semi-final of the pre-season tournament. Came very close in the first half with a rasping effort on his left foot. That ball from Loftus-Cheek, absolutely perfect. Great first touch as well. Settles himself brilliantly and drills it low into the corner. Cambridge 2, Al Hilal 0. Looks like we're going through to the final. Throw that back there to Mbappe. Jamie McLaren is in the middle, and Luke Berry is rushing forward well, and I'll give it a crack from the edge of the box. Oh my word, that's twice we've hit the bar now. That came down and bounced pretty much on the line from Luke Berry. A great hit. The keeper just stood there and watched it. Initially, thanks to the keeper's reaction, I thought it was going miles over, but the keeper just knew he couldn't get close to it, so he didn't even bother trying. Unfortunately for Luke Berry and ourselves, as a team, it comes back down off the bar, and down onto the line and out, sadly. So it's not 3-0. It could be 4-0 had both of the efforts that hit the woodwork in this game have gone in. That's a great ball to the back post, but Al Shamek has been able to get that away, and Mbappe Lotan will cross the ball in from the corner. Can Jamie McLaren win that header? Yes, he can, but he can't hit it on target, wide. Mbappe down the line to Gibbs. Murphy's in the middle there. Oh, but it's gone to Jamie McLaren. Settle himself, finish. There we go, that's 3. This has been the easiest game so far. We're in the semi-final, and obviously Al Hilal have beaten a couple of decent teams to get to this stage. Great footwork from Jamie McLaren there. But this has been the more comfortable, or the most comfortable we've been in any of the games so far. And we've played teams like Real Sociedad and Fiorentina to get to this point. So, obviously Al Hilal aren't necessarily as good as those two teams, but still, they got to the semi-finals and Real Sociedad didn't, so they've got to be half decent. Joel Osoro is actually injured at the minute, but I think he's going to come back on momentarily. Got 10 minutes to go here, and now, thanks to that Jamie McLaren goal, we are 3-0 up. Nice tackle by Gibbs. Osoro is there. I'm not sure whether he was onside there, and he was, it seems. Late inside. McLaren, 4. This has hands down been the easiest game we've played so far, although it might just be me actually playing some decent football. So I wasn't playing that well when I recorded the last couple of episodes. So hopefully I can keep this form running over the next few episodes and actually get us some decent results, because we start the league season with a very difficult game against Chelsea. But that will of course be in tomorrow's episode. For now, we will finish off this semi-final and then play the final, which will hopefully be momentary incoming. Referee can blow his whistle. I've got about 13 or 14 different transfer offers in the works presently as well. One thing that has me slightly worried is the fact that Joel Osoro went down injured in that game. Wow. Complete and utter domination. Hopefully Joel Osoro's alright and hasn't picked up an injury. We will play either Bilbao or Fiorentina in the final in the second game. And it will be Bilbao, because they won 4-3 on pens. Stade Rennais won't meet the 20 million we asked for Jedos. And considering we've now made the decision that it will be Michail Antonio to leave us, I'm going to reject that offer for Jedos, and we'll leave that one there. Prize money of nearly £3 million for winning that semi-final. And Joel Osoro, thankfully, is only out for 5 days. So if he is to be sold on in this window, he can now be done so just in 5 days' time. I had a real worry that he was going to be out for like 3 months or something, and then we wouldn't have been able to sell him at all. Davinson Sanchez, well, there comes all the response to the offers I put in. Davinson Sanchez, I think, was asking about starting in Jake Clark-Salter's spot, and to start off with, he will do until we make a new signing, because obviously Harry Darling is there presently. Is Davinson Sanchez back from international duty yet? He isn't, so he's asking to play, even though he's not available to play. But never mind. We'll have a look at the transfer offers we've had in so far. It looks like the majority of the, well, if not all, Spurs have accepted the £21 million bid for Eric Dyer, but all of the others have been rejected. Okay, well, let's actually just offer Eric Dyer a contract quickly. He wants the same amount of money as he's on currently at Tottenham, and only an important first-team player, so decent. We'll see what happens there. And a transfer offer for Elliot Bennett, who I'm not willing to sell. We'll go reject all offers. He's not going anywhere. 80 rated at 18 years of age. Right then. Well, all of my other offers have been rejected, so I'm going to go through and... Oh, wow, they want 67 for Emre Can. He's got 12 months left on his contract, and they want 67 million for him. Not sure about that. 46 for Wilshere, 66 for Kimmich, 54 for Casemiro, 48 for Fabinho, 41 for Weigl, 62 for Umtiti, and Jonathan Tah, they just haven't given me a figure. They want 50 million for Zuma. Right, well, back through to make even more bids we go. I'm going to offer 38 for Zuma to start off with, and I'll go and re-offer for everyone else as well. Sporting have also rejected my offer for William Carvalho. I offered 38 for him, and they've said they want 72, so I'll offer 48, and we'll see what they say to that. But interestingly, there was an email there from Manchester City saying transfer offer accepted, which was £25 million for John Stones. Now, he's willing to take a pay cut to come to us, and I'll say crucial first-team player. So it looks like, so far, we might be able to bring in 2 of the lower-rated options on our list, but both of which would be English. Now, it would come down to a question of whether you guys would want me to buy higher-rated players that were foreign, or buy some more English talent like we did with Trippier and Gibbs and Antonio, etc. Obviously, the new players would be younger than those 3. Let's throw McLaren on, and we'll start Lozano at cam for this one. And I actually want to throw Roussillon into the starting lineup as well, ahead there of Gibbs. And no, we'll leave it as this then. We'll leave it as that. Right then, let's head into this game against Athletic Bilbao, the final of the pre-season tournament, for a little bit more tournament prize money. by Visor. Paradis picks up the loose ball. Visor to Lozano. Into McLaren. Got runners. Lozano is still there through that gap. And McLaren's gone again. Lay it into him. Is Visor going to arrive? He might not need him here. Jamie McLaren. Wow. Oh, corner given. All right, I'll let you off, Jamie. I was about to go mad at you for missing the target from that sort of range with that amount of space, but go mad at myself for putting in a rather poor corner instead. Vilalbre into Munayin. Shrug him off well. Giving it straight back to him, though. And then he's giving it straight back to me. Go on, Jamie. Make the run. There we go. Running out of space here, so I'll pass it off and play it through again. And Jamie McLaren should have the legs to get away here. I'm not confident of being able to get the shot off there, but he does so at the second attempt. Jamie McLaren firing us 1-0 in front. He just keeps scoring goals. Doesn't matter whether he's in the starting lineup regularly or we only call on him for the odd random game. He just scores goals. He had almost a goal per game ratio last season. And I think he's got a goal per game ratio so far this season too. Why don't I mean, he's only 76 rated, so my brain is like, well, just get someone who's higher rated and better and get a big name player. But Jamie McLaren could do the job for us at any level, it seems. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we're 1-0 up now, thanks to him. Tanner here trying to get Bilbao immediately back in it. And he's got good footwork, and that is a hell of a shot from Tanner. There's a good save from Watson to stop them from immediately getting an equaliser. Corners come in from Ike Munayin on that far side. They brought on Oliveira for Ander Iturraspe. It's a poor corner and headed away. Lozano can't outmuscle DeMarcos though. Tanner picks up the loose ball, but Trippier outmuscles him and will take the advantage. Play that into Lozano. Jamie McLaren thought about making moves in front of me, but we've worked the ball about well here to work the space for Trippier. Little Visor has run into the space I wanted to run into. And we'll take just a throw in. 10 minutes into the second half, we have a 1-0 lead. Lozano, we're right at the very end of the game now. But there is still time to try and get another goal to absolutely seal it. And it has found its way to Jamie McLaren here, who draws a good save out of the keeper. And will take a corner in stoppage time. I kind of messed that up by not playing the right pass at the right time. But still, another opportunity. McLaren with the header again himself. Everything has gone through Jamie McLaren. And there's the final whistle. We're going to win the pre-season tournament. We will take another little boost to our transfer budget from the prize money. Let's head back to the transfer window now and see if we've spent some of that transfer money. £3.4 million added to the transfer budget. Thank you very much. Probably won't go that far, but it's an addition which is better than nothing, I suppose. Corentin Toliso's bid, or second bid, again turned down. I'll offer 42. His bids are getting rather huge, and only the two have been accepted so far. They want 42.5 for N'Golo Kante. That's probably worth paying, but I will try and get him a little bit cheaper if I can. I'll meet them just over halfway. They accept 37 million for N'Golo Kante. I can't really turn that deal down, can I, to be completely honest? We'll advance a little bit further, but not too far, because I want to make sure I get more of your suggestions. Eric Dyer's accepted the contract, but we've had a £40 million offer accepted for Renato Sanchez. He wants 100 grand a week, which I am more than willing to give him. Would be a crucial first team player at the side. He wants a 4-year deal. We're going to have a couple of interesting things for you to decide upon in the comment section, aren't we? They're adamant at Liverpool they want 67 million for Emre Can. That's a lot of money, but he is 87 rated. So I don't know whether that would be worth it or not. Fabinho, they're continuing to reject my offers for as well. I'll offer 39 for him. Fabinho looks very good too, but N'Golo Kante or Renato Sanchez, I mean, I can't really turn those down, can I? 41. I'm not willing to give you 41 for Julian Weigl. I mean, Renato, can I turn down Renato Sanchez? I can't really, can I? Jonathan Tah, they want 31 for. He's only got a year left on his contract though, so I don't really want to pay too much for him. I'll offer him 24. Oh God, Renato Sanchez or N'Golo Kante, who'd you go for? The finished article or the potential youngster? Eric Dyer could be good too. If I could sign Eric Dyer and Renato Sanchez, That'd be a madness. Although I'm not sure I could afford both. Real Madrid, oh no, jeeps. Chelsea have accepted a £38 million bid for Kurt Zouma. He wants 125 grand a week. He's willing to take a pay cut to come here. Could we be signing Kurt Zouma and Renato Sanchez? I think that might be what is going to happen. They've accepted 40 million for Casemiro as well. £200,000 a week though. Not sure I can stretch that far. I'm going to... Hang on, what is this? Oh, they want 66 for Kimmich. I'll leave it here. I'll leave it here. My initial reaction to what's happened so far is that I will bring in Zouma and Renato Sanchez. If you agree with that, then let me know in the comment section down below. And then we'll move on to potential striker signings. Oh, dearie me. Right, let's quickly save it so we don't lose any of that progress. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. It's going to be one hell of a season this year in the Career Mode RTG. I will see you next time.